Welcome to Healthy Helpings TV. My name's Michelle. You're probably wondering what the hell's going on. This is a cooking show after all. But what we're talking about today is making your own protein bars. So I've ditched the makeup and you get me in workout clothes today. You know, what about a theme? So protein bars. They're absolutely, well, the only time I've ever bought them, I have felt actually quite nauseous from them. They're expensive, they don't taste great, and, well, why would you bother? So here's a very easy way to make your own. You'll save stacks of money, and you won't actually mind eating them. I look forward to this recipe. So drop and give me 20. I mean, let's get started. Okay, so to start off with, I've got 300 grams of peanut butter, which is 10 ounces. Now that's a fair amount of peanut butter, and so make sure that you're using a nice low-fat one, or low-calorie, because you don't want it to impact too much. Now, strangely enough, I found that the best one I could find was a generic one put out by one of the big supermarket chains here. So it pays to read the ingredients on the back of the packet. So I found this one, which is the lowest in calories. That's the one I'm going to be using. To that, I'm adding 180 grams, or 6 1/3 ounces of chocolate protein powder. Now I'm using chocolate flavour. And that'll go best with the peanut butter, but you can also get vanilla flavour, you can get strawberry flavour. I think vanilla would be good, say, if you used a light version of like an almond butter. Now, so that might be a good idea, but I'm sticking with chocolate here. I'm a bit of a chocoholic. Okay, so we're going to weigh out 6 1/3 ounces, or 180 grams. Now you want to do this all into a nice big measuring bowl, big mixing bowl, sorry, because you're going to mix this all together with your hands. Oh, okay, that's it. To that we're going to add 75 grams, or 3/4 cup of rolled oats, which some people might know as old-fashioned oats. Okay, that's just going to make it a little bit chewy and add just a little bit of fibre to it as well. To that, I've got some low carb, low calorie maple flavoured syrup. You can use regular maple syrup, but that's going to increase your carbs and your calories. So this is the way I'm going, and I'll give you all the nutritional information at the end for this, and that's what this is based on. It's got 17 calories per 35 ml serve. So we're going to go with 80 ml of that. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons. Now what this is going to do, this is going to be the main binding agent. If that's not enough, we're going to start adding water in. Okay? And then just to sweeten it up just a little bit more and to add a bit of a surprise to it, and I really, you know, this is what makes it, putting in these raisins. So I'm going to throw in, how much was that? That's 30 grams, or 1 ounce of raisins. Now you could instead use all sorts of other dried fruit. Dried cranberries might be nice, dried apricots, depending on what flavour protein powder you've got. So we've got that all there, and we're just going to get our hands in and just start to mix that around. Now that's going to take a little while, because what you've got to do is get that peanut butter all the way through the whole thing, because the combination of the peanut butter and the maple syrup is what's going to bind all this together. Now, just like when you're baking, the humidity in the air will depend on how much liquid you're going to need to add to this. It's a pretty hot and dry day here today, so I've got 1/4 cup of water here. I'm just adding half of that now. I'm going to keep mixing and just see how that goes. That's already starting to come together, so you might need up to 1/4 cup is what I'm going to say. So just have some water on standby. I probably am going to have that whole 1/4 cup in there. Now you could add more maple syrup instead, but I'm trying to keep the calories down and just use the water as a binding agent. Here we go, that's really starting to come together now. Just going to put a silicone baking mat down now, just to do the final knead with, so this doesn't all stick to my bench. I ended up putting a whole 1/2 cup, if that makes sense, 1/2 cup of water in just to get this to stick together. Whatever you need to get it to go together. So it should be forming a nice ball there. It'll be a little bit sticky, but that's not to matter. Just as long as you can get it to form a nice smooth ball. Now, not the most attractive of looking things really, but the taste is so much better than any store-bought protein bar I've ever got that it's worth it. I'm going to grab my digital scales here and just see what we've got, because we're going to divide this up into 10. Okay, so about 550 grams. I can tell you what that is in ounces, just a second. Which is 1 pound 3 ounces. So we're going to divide that by 10 and make 55 gram bars. I've just got a bit of foil here, and tear off just a thin strip and place that on top of your scales, and then you're going to grab 1/10 of what the mixture was, just place that on there. Okay, that's a little over. And just, you'll get the hang of what size you want. There we go, beautiful. So I guess it's a 1 inch ball there. You can either do them as balls, or I do them as bars just by squishing them into a log. You're going to squish them into a log, and that, my friend, does not look good. People are really going to wonder what you're eating. Yeah, so that's definitely not a good look, but it does the job anyway. I know what that looks like. So anyway, we're going to grab that and just wrap that up in the aluminum foil. We've got about 22 grams of protein there, which is about standard for a protein bar, and about 250 calories. So that's about normal really for one of those protein bars. So you're doing pretty good, and you're saving yourself a stack of money and actually getting something that tastes good. That's pretty much it. Once you've got them wrapped up, you can just throw them in the refrigerator until you're ready, and then throw them in your sports bag. They don't have to stay refrigerated because it's all dry, natural ingredients that don't live in the fridge anyway. So they can live in your sports bag for the day so that you can have them after work, for example. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the show. My name's Michelle. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to check out the recipe on healthyhelpingstv.com, and if you're interested in health, fitness and lifestyle, you might want to check out A Better Day podcast, which is a podcast that gives you workout tips along with some great pumped up music. You can check that out on betterdaymedia.com, and check out other health, fitness and lifestyle stuff through gnmhealth.com, who are a proud parent company